Hi everyone, welcome to my coding channel, Coding Learner. So today we create a Netflix clone, and so what we are doing, we create a navbar first, and then we go for the next section, and we save it as a div, and there is a three text over here, and there is a input address button, and then the get start button. So in the next section, we see that there is a one video over here and it is a text over here. So what we are doing, we create a one div, and in one div we create a left hand side div and the right hand side div, so that we can use the CSS in the next sections. So it might be interesting that we are not using or creating the CSS for each and every step, so we just use the previous CSS in the upcoming sections or the div. So and after that there is a one div which contains the various questions regarding Netflix, and then we have again email address input and then the get started. So we just copy it from the this part. So after that there is a footer, so let's code it. Sorry. So as you can see that how we create the Netflix clone. So I already created a HTML file and there is a style CSS file, and I also linked the style sheet which we used in the icons. So let's move forward. In the inside our body, first we created the name as nav bar. After that, we know that the name bar should contain the first section. Left hand side should be our logo. Let's take image src, and our logo name should be logo.png. Logo.png, and then take nothing over here. I need to create a class so that we make amendments, and after that we create a div dot drop down. For the drop down list we using drop down class, and then first we create a button of class language, and then let's take it as English, and here I using an icon name as icon so class should be icon fa carry down, and after that we create a div dot drop down down content, and inside it we create a anchor tag by creating ref hash and name as English, and then for Hindi control, and here we use Hindi. After that we are creating a sign in button, so we create button class name as sign in. Let's take name sign in. Just a minute. Sign in. So that's it. Let's save and go to the style.css. So first what we are doing, first we style our nav bar, and then the image or the logo, and then the drop down list, then button, and our drop down contain, and then last the sign in button. So let's create a nav bar. We create an overflow should be hidden, and then the font family Arial, and then we create a display as a grid so that we place the logo and the button at a particular place. We take a grid template columns, 1 FR for the logo, 0.2 FR for the language button, drop down button, and the 0.2 FR for the sign in button. So what we are doing, we create a background image first. Create the background image. We take the linear aggregate by taking RGB 0.00.7 with again GB A with 0.7. After that, we create a URL for the background image. The URL background image is bg.jpg. Stick bg.jpg. Double inverted comma. Let's see. Now a logo style. So the margin from the top will be, let's take 10 pixel initially, and then the width will be 20%, and the height will be 30%. So let's see, what is going on. Okay, it's look like that. It is the anchor tag, English and Hindi, and there is a sign in button, and the Netflix is placed at here. So we create a left margin as well. Let's move. The margin from the left should be 20 pixel. Top will be 20 pixel as well, so it's look much fine. Okay, good. So let's move forward for the language button. In the language button, the background color should be the border color. The background color should be transparent. Let's take border white. Family should be inherited, and let's create a margin 0 initially, and then the border radius will be 5 pixels enough. And then let's take a background transparent. And then we create a padding inside the button. So 8 pixel and 15 pixel from left and right is enough. And then the color of the font will be white. So let's save and see. Okay, it's look like that. Okay, it's fine. Let's take the body margin 0. Body margin 0. See? We have to take the margin top for the language button. Margin top 20 pixels. Okay, it's fine. So let's move forward for the drop down content. So first we place the drop down. The font size, the border will be none, and then the outline will be none as well. And then take padding. Padding will be 14 pixel to 15 pixel as well. And then the color of the font will be white. Margin take 0. Initially the overflow hidden, and then we take the background color is transparent. We didn't need to write over here because we already write the language, but that should be transparent. So let's move for the height. The height will be 40 pixel, and the width will be 50%. So let's move for the drop down content. Drop and anchor text. So what the float as none, and then we create a color of the font will be black, and then padding between them is pixel and 16 pixel, and then the text decoration should be none, so that the underline will be removed and we display it in the block. Start, we align our text to the left hand side. Save and move forward for the drop down content anchor hover. Take a background, color will be triple D, and after that we drop down and then drop down content. Display should be block. So let's see. Forward for the drop down content. So let's see when so the list will be hidden over here. So we need to reduce the padding top. Yes. So that it's thick accordingly. It's fine. Create a content. We style our drop down content. Drop down content we display, and the position is absolute. The background color will be the minimum width 100 pixel, and then Z index 1. After that we take the box shape shadow with 0 pixel, with 8 pixel, with 16 pixel, with 0 pixel, and then RGBA with 0.2. So let's see. You can see that the button will be look like that when we hover over there. So the color will be changes according to the our main clone of Netflix. So let's move for the sign in button. So what we are doing, we take a sign. The class should be, I think, sign in. Okay, sign in. Okay, and then uh, we take the width. We takes the background color first. The background color should be red, and then the font color will be white, and the font size, let's take 20 pixel. Okay, it's good enough, but we reduce the size of the button. So size width 50% and height will be 40%. So let's see. Okay, it's look like that. So we takes the top margin now. Stick margin from the top is 10 pixel, and then the border and the border radius will be 4 pixel. 4 pixel is enough. So as you can see that we take some more margin from the. Okay, good. So we take so button, and then the button is sign. So we move sign in button towards our language button. So the margin from the left is minus 20%. So let's see. Okay, it's come closer. Let's take 70. Okay, it's fine. It's fine right now. We takes the language button. It's the margin. From where we take the margin. Fine, good. The top 20, I place the top 20 and the drop down will be margin 0. Let's remove it. Right. So that's it for the sign in button. We create an app for the Netflix clone. So let's move forward for the next session for the. So what we are doing in the sign in button, we create a cursor will be pointer, and after that when we hover over our sign in button, so what is happening, the background color will changes into the dark color, changes into the dark red. Okay, it's fine. Let's. Okay, the pointer will be there and the color is not changing enough. So let's. Oh, I just write the double. Okay, color is so light. Let's see, it's just the best. Okay, oh, it's too dark. It's fine. So we need to minimize the font size. Let's take 15 pixels enough. Okay, pretty good. Now let's move forward for the HTML. So what we are creating, we're creating the section 1 part of our website. So we are creating this part. It contains the heading and then subheading, and there is one subheading as well. So what we are doing, we just create a section 1 div, and in this div we create a paragraph by calling the class big. What is it? Let's copy and paste. And then for the next paragraph we call it class small. Is it? Let's copy. Join today, cancel anytime. And we just simply add the last line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, Save. And after that, we create a div for the email part, for the this part, email address and the get start button. So let's move. Create a div dot email div, and in this div we need a input box with a class email id app name, and the type will be, and we create a placeholder as well which says that email address. Just, and now there is a button, take it start, take the class name as start, and it have get started. It okay. So let's save. You can see all the data we required in the div, or we are already created. Now we style the div. So what we are doing, we just first style our section number one, which we need to, all the text will align at the center, and then the color of the font will be white, and font will be, then let's take font size, not take font size first. We create a padding 100 pixel and 100 pixel. After that, we create a background image. So we know that the background image should be the same as the nav bar. So let's paste it, save. Okay, as you can see that all the text will align at the center and the background images look like that. So now we style the big part, then the small part of our text, and it's this part is changed accordingly to the our section. So we are not taking this right now. We take a big. Inside big, we mark the font size as 70 pixel, and the margin will, won't take margin right now. So the font will be bold. Font will be bold. Okay, it's pretty good. The size of the font is increases, and now we move forward for the small. So inside a small, we take the font size as 30 pixel. Working or not? Okay, it's pretty good. So we reduce the margin over here. So what taking, we take the margin top. It's take minus 40 pixel is enough, I think. It's pretty good. So now the font size for the small low text. Let's take 8 pixel. Let's take width 100%. The width is 100%. So it's nice. So let's move forward for the next part of the website. So the remaining parts, it look like the same. It has a two container div for the left hand side and for the right hand side. So we don't need to change any CSS. So we just copy the this CSS and code into the next one. So let's move, copy it from here, take photo. Okay, done. So let's see. So we just copy the content from the main website. I just make, yeah. So there must be the alternative way. In the main website, the video will be placed at the right hand side, and in the next div, the video will be placed at the left hand side. So just do it. So main website, we saw the in the first div, the video will present at the side, the right hand side, and the text will be present at left hand side. And after that, the image will change the position. It's come alternative. Then let's move and make amendments. So what we are doing, we just save this part and paste it to the right part. Let's do it this, and we place the video the left hand side. So we do the same for the next. Let's see, and let's save this part. Paste it at here. Let's save. So you can see that the video and the text will come alternative. So let's move forward for the video. So here is video number 1, and then the video number 2, and then the video number 3. And after that we have a image site.png. Just remove it. PNG. Just a minute. With class, we take the class vid, and the source is child.png. Just save. So as you can see that, just a minute. This. So you can see that all the. I think we just change this position. Second. It's 3. Second. Let's see. Okay. It's pretty good. So 1, 2, 3. So that's it. Now let's move forward for the next part. So you can see that there is a one heading over here. There is a div, and it contains the 6 questions. And when we click on this, we get the text. There is a text over here. So let's move. Now just create div.queues. I create the class over here, and inside our queue there is a one heading. Say that it's frequently asked question. So there is a heading. Let's take it in paragraph with class big. Frequently asked questions. Save. And then what we are creating, we're creating UL with name class as q dot q, and inside it we take the list. We take the input type of radio, and we takes the name as q, and the ID will be first. So that's it, and we create a label for first. Let's take what is Netflix, then question mark. Where is question? And after that we create a div dot contained, which contain the paragraph which was written after the question. So let's see. So what we are doing again and again, we take the list 6 times because there is 6 questions. Just copy and paste. 6. So let's see. So as you can see, all the questions will be placed at here. So now we style a function. We style a CSS. We started from the queues, and in this part, the text align will be center. And let's take padding 40 pixel, and let's take the color of the font is white and the background is pure black. Now let's move forward for the Q part. In the Q part, we take the font size as 22 pixel, and let's take padding. Padding will be 23 pixel. So let's see, it's quite good. Let's take the margin from the left, margin from the left. Let's take 170 pixel, and margin from the right 170 as well. After that, let's take the margin top. Now the distance between the heading and the question will be 20 pixel. So let's see. Okay, it's good. The margin will be correct. Let's move. So now what we are doing, it is style the labels now. In the Q part, we takes the list first. So the list style is none. List style is none. And we take the width of the list 100%, and then the padding will be 5 pixel. After that, we design the labels, li labels, and in the labels we display it in the flags, and then we we align our items in the center, and the padding will be 20 pixel. Then font size 18 pixel is good. Font weight is, just remove the font weight, takes the background as 30 30. Let's take margin, let's take the cursor pointer. So when we hover over it, there the pointer should be cursor and the position is relative. And of course, position is relative. Let's see. You can see that the label will be present at this color, and when we hover over it, the cursor will be pointer. So when we hover over it, is it changes a color in the, yes, it changes the color into a light gray. So when we hover over a label, QLI label, the background will be light gray. I just take, it's look like grayish. Okay, fine, it's good. Let's see. So no, it's not good. Over. Let's see. It's too light. It's too light. Let's see. Still, it's too light. Still, it's too light. It's fine, I think. It's fine. So now we just take label after. The label after, there is a content over here, says plus, and then the font size will be 34 pixel, and there is, it is placed at the right position, right 20 pixel, and then position is absolute, and the transition is transform 0.5 second. Okay, it's fine. So after that, we take the input part with type ready. We display none, and so let's see. Okay, the plus sign will be placed at here. It's fine. So now we are working on this part. This part. So let's move. Create a Q content. The background color is black. Let's take this. And the text align left hand side. Padding is 0 and 20 pixel. And then let's take the maximum height. Just remove it now. We take the overflow as hidden. And then the transition with max height 0.5 second, and then padding is 0.5 second. So now we takes the cube input type will be radio. If it's checked, then the label will change. Just, uh, so inside it, we change the max height with 600 pixel, and then we takes the padding 30 pixel. And so there is a one mistake. I need to write the dot content over here so that we can hide our content. So that's it. Let's move forward. So what we are doing here now, we are looking for the get ready to watch content or the paragraph, and then there is a email input button and then start button. So what we are doing after the UL, we create a paragraph class small, and in this we just copy the content, and after that we just copy the email div, the whole div, and so that we get a email box and get start button together like this. So we just copy it here, and after that we take the footer. So what we are taking, we taking the footer, and in this we create a paragraph just for the questions call. So we can copy it and paste, and after that just take it outside to the div. So after that we take a div dot foot, and inside it we create a foot so that we get the paragraphs or the lines. We take q FAQ, and then the investigator relation, and then privacy, and then speed, and the English button. So I just take it randomly right now. You can change it by yourself. So that's it. We take the button or a drop down content from here. We take the whole div of a drop down and just save, and after that there is a Netflix India. We are talking about the first half of the footer. So this is look like. So let's move. We style the CSS, we create a footer, and in this part we take the background color as black, and after that we need to change the font color. Font will be white, color will be white. After that we create a font size 10 pixel. It's too small, let's take 20. It's too much, let's take 15 pixel. So it's enough. Let's copy it again and again inside the foot class, foot div. So just copy it 4 times so that we get the 4 columns for the text. Just save. So as you can see that now we create a grid for the foot. Just remove the extra stuff. We don't need a language button over here, so we just remove it. So let's save. Okay, it's good. Now what we are doing, we create a div template here. So we create a div dot foot, and inside it we create a display as a grid, and we takes the grid template columns. So each column will be 1 FR, and let's see. Okay, it's good. So what we are doing now, we just style our foot, a particular column in a upper div. So what we are creating, we takes the align to the left hand side so that it not came in the center, and we takes the left margin 30 pixel for the foot, so it's look pretty good. So let's move. We take the photo padding, let's take 40 pixel and 40 pixel. Okay, it's good, it's pretty good. Now what we are doing, we takes the this line. So what we are doing, we take a body color, just take the margin first, just change the padding with 80 pixel and 80 pixel. Okay, it's fine. So now we create a padding for the left hand side more, so it's pretty good. Let's take 200. Okay, fine. So it's good. Now let's move. There is one more change. Let's take 50 pixel for the padding for the footer. So then we take the margin top as 20 pixel. So it's look like that, it's large. Let's take 10 pixel. So and we change the color of the body background as gray. Let's arrange it accordingly. Just a minute, I just write it 2 times. Let's see. So it's light, I think. No, it's too light again. Just okay, it's good. So now let's take 5 pixel from the top margin. Okay, it's good. So we are create the margin top 5 pixel after every div, inside every div. So in the cues div we create the top margin as 5 pixel, and similarly for the section part we we don't need to create over here. We create the margin top to the section part so that it's changed accordingly, and for the section 2 as well. So what we are doing for the alternative part, we using the section 1 for the each step, but there must be changes for when we are creating a responsive website, so thus we takes the alternative as section 2. So that's it. It's pretty good. Just change the content of the website. You don't need to write paragraph for them. Just copy it and change by yourself. So that's it. We just write the questions now. So that's it. The all is, so there is a one arrow over here in this table. Let's remove it. I think it's somewhere. Okay, I find it's there. So let's save. After that, just make your website responsive. So